What happened right there on every stadium? That some defeat came and some wins as well. It was a great time, a great night. I really did watch those games. Every of the games I did watch. And if it felt like I couldn't make up with all the games, I have to go stream on YouTube. And the Champions League comes back again later today. Match day 2, Wednesday, game by game preview I should be giving you on the show today. And also the UEFA Champions League scores, all scores from the match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League. It is funny to say that Federico Valverde said Napoli won't escape defeat against Real Madrid. Did you see that coming? You could say Napoli fall to Real Madrid. Galatasaray beat Manchester United. And that one has got Boateng to say now. Manager Erik ten Hag should be sacked for maltreating Ronaldo. And you know, if I have my way, I'm going to start with the sound, but it doesn't feel like I'm really doing it right that way. I'm going to come back to the sound. We end the show with the sound. While we get some top stories right here. It is the best style, the best place to be at all time. This is Voice of the People now, the Point 3 FM, Lagos City. I am the voice of the mic. It is not my fault that I say more of the time. Give me your attention on the show so I can run your race on the radio like my Verstappen. And if you listen to the evening show, you will listen well. You would know, you would understand, you would attest, you would agree. And I also say I am the only sport broadcaster that can shoot from the outside like I'm Fede Valverde. And right now, Rudy Garciano's team, Victor Osimhen, you know, the Toma, Angesa, Zambo, Petro Zelinski, all of those guys, Victor Kvaratskhelia, they can actually attest that Real Madrid is the biggest, the best side in the Champions League. You don't want to take away from 14-time major champions. They are called the Galacticos. They are called the Whites. The stadium is Santiago Bernabeu. It was so funny how they went away from home yesterday to get the result of Stadio Armando Maradona Stadium right there for the Patch in the Pie. They lost 2, and it was about the Spanish side getting the 3. When I listen to the sound, I feel like I don't have to let it go. But let's just let it go and move to the first phase. My name is Kizzy K. This is Voice of the People now, the Point 3 FM. I am the voice of the mic. So while the top stories come your way, let's go with the sound, you know. And I'm so sure you're used to the sound. This is the sound, you know, this is the sport video right here on Voice of the People now, the Point 3 FM, Lagos City. And I'm feeling very happy. I don't know why it wasn't like my club side won yesterday. Did I really have a club? Do I really have a club? The question. Do I find in a club? Do I find any European club? Do I find any of the Nigerian Premier Football League side? And you could say that was a question for another day. That's history. Let's get on top stories right now on the show. One of the top stories in the local scene says it's all about NFF. NFF, right now, as I speak to you now, NFF appoints Abdulrahman as new COO of Nigerian National League. So someone might be like, what's the COO now? Nigerian Football Federation NFF has now deployed Dr. Ayo Hamid Abdulrahman to the Nigerian National League as the Chief Operating Officer, COO, to take over from Mr. Emmanuel Adesanya, who has retired from the Federal Civil Service after attaining the age of 60 years, and that's a report. All the news says MPFL news as well. Introducing, this one looks very, very dicey. The question is, how well do you find the MPFL League, Nigerian Premier Football League? Do you have a club you support? Are you a Sporting Lagos fan? Are you an Enyimba fan? Aqua United, Remo Stars. MPFL introduces random dope test for players. Chairman of the Nigerian Premier Football League MPFL board, Benga Aligbeleya, says random tests would now be conducted in the top flight football for the Nigerian Premier side. According to Aligbeleya, the move is to curb possible existence of drug abuse in the league. And this one looks nice. The MP4 board, according to the manager, Egwuatu said, he already acquired testing kits from United Kingdom. So United Kingdom, we are committed to join the NFF, CAF, FIFA and a global campaign of eradication of illicit substances used in sports. And this will commence soon with random tests of our players, Egwuatu told reports. Alright, drifting away from that, one top story in the world of golf says, Stefan Schifeli reveals behind the scenes battle for Ryder Cup money. I'm talking about Formula 1 now. Top stories coming your way. McLaren tips Mercedes to jump back strongly in Formula 1 2024. McLaren says the encouraging development of its 2024 Formula 1 car offer no guarantee of bigger success because it expects Mercedes to jump back strongly next year. And still on Formula 1 on the show. I made you understand there's more of a top stories on the show. Now, Lewis Hamilton opens up to Formula 1 retirement plans. And still in Formula 1. Qatar GP Formula 1 returns to Losail International Circuit for sprint weekend as Max Verstappen eyes third world title. How well do you know about the world of boxing? Let's talk about boxing on the show now. Top stories. Joshua Buatsi dismisses threat for Anthony Yarde ahead of fight with Dan Aziz. That's a KO threat to rubbish, they say. And also Tyson Fury in the news now. Tyson Fury on Ngannou. He said they are all risky fights. They've got a puncher chance. This one says Jaro Noriega aims to fight on bigger stage for Linkin Park with All-Star Boxing. And the top stories in boxing continues to say Malik Scott believes heavyweight division would be more exciting. Wait, Deontay Wilder on top. Moving on right now, let's talk about tennis. Top stories on the show. Australian tennis star is immediately disqualified. Australia tennis star is immediately disqualified for angrily smashing the ball into the umpire's face from just 4 meters away when he missed his shot to win the match in China. You know, we just see all this more of the time. Now, Mark Pullman, Australian tennis player, disqualified from Shanghai Masters for smashing ball at umpire's head after losing match point. You know, it's so funny that these tennis stars vividly forgot that's a bat, like what you call it, the umpire bat, like you're using the bat on someone's head. It's not a hammer, and you just get carried away. You just forget what you're doing, and you hate that because you're losing the game. And when you're lost out in a game, you're losing the game, and you don't want to do that, right? Okay, so on the top story again in the world of football. Before we switch to the Champions League to end the show, Manchester City boss Gajila says referee are caught in spotlight. And Johan Caballo says Newcastle now showing Champions League potential. Arsenal defender Tomiyasu Takahiro frustrated after fluffing Lens chance. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp says that's our biggest problem. They have big games ahead of them and some players are already out the red card and some injury worries. Brentford striker Ivan Toney plays in Como-friendly PGMOL. Release audio of VAR rule over Liverpool ace Thiago's desired goal. It was like a denied goal, and I feel so bad for the Colombian international. So on the top stories as well, Barcelona continues Champions League today. Xavi has come to say, we have Champions League winners here. It's a fresh chance. And if you're an Arsenal fan, I'm so sorry to share this with you right now. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta says Saka's injury doesn't look good. But I love what Arteta did yesterday when he was asked after the game. And they said to him, do you really have an excuse for the loss? Did the flight delay cause the defeat? And the young Spanish international manager said he refused to make excuses for his side losing in the Champions League against RC Lens. The Gunners were beaten 2-1 by French side Lens in the group stages of the competition. After the match, Arteta was asked if travels, delays had contributed to the team lockstep performance. He stated, no, let's not put excuses. First of all, congratulations to Lens. They are really good side, really good, very well coached. We knew it was going to be a really tough match. I think we started the game and got a grip of the game straight away. They scored a goal. We were in total control of that moment. From just one isolated situation we conceded from then, and it was a game that went on. And that was from Mikel Arteta. Quickly, let me leave this phase. I'm trying to be patient on the show. More top story says Ten Hag should be sacked for maltreating Ronaldo. Let's go back to the Champions League sound now. Trust me, you hear more of the sound and I return by 5 p.m. on the show. It's a Champions League night. It continues again. Now let's talk about the games played yesterday, the Champions League. All scores from the match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League 2023-2024 season. And they were so shocking UEFA Champions League scores in match day 2 of this year's group stage. Galatasaray winning away from home. Ricardo with the final converting of the goal, missed the penalty and it felt like nothing. And that's an Argentine international. He's a very experienced player. You know that. Man United crashed out to a 3-2 defeat to Galatasaray in the Champions League at Old Trafford as their aiming, alarming form under manager Erik ten Hag is now bad. It continues to say Ramos Højlund had twice given United the lead, but the Turkish team pegged them back each time before Andre Onana's error. Later, Casemiro was red carded in the attempt to salvage the situation. Mauro Icardi missed the penalty but made amends with the winner. It was all about Wilfried Zaha's side. Now questions will be asked of Onana. Unsettling throughout, but much of the defense were culpable for the capitulation. Having lost to Bayern Munich in the opening Champions League game, there is much work to do to progress beyond the group stage now. Manager Ten Hag concerns are more immediate, given that United have now lost 6 of their last 10 matches this season. Lost 6 of their 10 matches this season. And also for Real Madrid. Real Madrid came from behind to secure a 3-2 victory over Napoli in that entertaining Champions League encounter with Santiago. It was at Stadio Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. An opening goal from Vinicius Jr. followed by a moment of Jude Bellingham brilliance and Federico Valverde long-range effort kept Real Madrid's perfect record in the competition intact. Napoli fought hard to secure a 2-1 win over Braga in the first Champions League outing by the season, but we are beaten to end their first win over Real Madrid in the 4 previous meetings of this competition, but this is not to be. Another result says RC learns 2-1 to Arsenal. Arsenal were beaten for the first time this season as Lens completed a comeback win on the French side Champions League home game in 20 years. The Gunners, who were unbeaten in the previous 11 games, took the lead in the northern France when Gabriel Jesus steered home a fine L finish, but they were pegged by Andre Thomason equalizer after David Raya poor pass. I have to jump away from that. Copenhagen of Denmark also lost to Bayern Munich. FC Bayern Munich beat Copenhagen on Tuesday night to consolidate their lead in the Champions League Group A after an uneventful first half. Lucas Lerega handed the home side the lead, but Jamal Musiala and substitute Smith Tells overturned the deficit to seal the deserved victory. Maybe no time to go into detail. RB Salzburg also lost the Real Sociedad of Spain away from home. And don't forget, the game continues tonight. I'm not going to be doing more of the talk when I return on the show. Don't miss out the thing at that point, 5 p.m. It is a football fans lounge. My team and I remains very strong. We'll come here to talk about these. Atletico Madrid to play against Feyenoord. And let me quickly share this with you. Atletico have not won 2 of the last 11 Champions League group stage matches. Draw 3, lost 6. Did you know Shakhtar Donetsk have won only 1 of the last 14 Champions League group stage matches? I really doubt I can do more on this show. I can talk more about all this. Hopefully when I return for the evening, we'll talk more about this factual shows. All of this you need to know. But right now, I'm signing out. Business Around Town coming up right here on Voice of the People now, the Country FM. Really wish I'm going to be a fan of the show when I listen to it. It is the best place to be at all time. Without God, there is no Kizzy K. And there is nothing wrong in starting small, but there's everything wrong when you settle for less. Keep dreaming big, work hard to make it a reality. Permit me, I'm still struggling back with my voice again. Alright, this is the best place to be. My name is Kizzy K. Good morning, beautiful Lagos City. Enjoy the sound while I go. I love you so much. I'm out!